23rd of March 2020, the sun set on life as we knew it, and things haven't really been the same since. That evening, the Prime Minister put the UK into a national lockdown for the first time. The public were told to stay at home, businesses forced to close, and churches shut their doors. It's fair to say we were all quite stunned, but it was the church to strike back first. By May 2020, the Guardian newspaper had reported that churches were having 4 times as many people engage with corporate worship through live streaming than previously attended the services. Now, this clearly isn't our familiar way with engaging with faith, but the church did what it's done since its birth. It's adapted and found a way to grow.
And like with so many other churches, live streaming became really important to us last year at the start of the pandemic because it gave us the chance to continue to meet together, to worship and to interact despite the fact that we were in lockdown and confined to our own homes. And as we move into the future, I can think of at least 2 reasons why live streaming will continue to be important for us as a church. The first reason is that there may be some people who actually can't make it here on a Sunday for many different reasons. And by being able to live stream means they can keep being included despite the fact they can't actually be in the room. And secondly, there's the missional element as well, which is that we genuinely believe that we have a good news message to share. And live streaming gives us the opportunity to take that message further than these 4 walls. The exposure for that message is to a far greater audience once it's online. And I'm really excited about the ability to do that with live streaming as it helps us to fulfill the Great Commission.
At Novum, we've offered professional live streaming solutions to our clients over the past decade, as well as installing into some forward-thinking churches. We've vast experience in delivering anything from secure live streams for military suppliers to the live auction of classic cars. Streaming isn't new, it just got popular and quickly. The response from our company was to help the church. So from the minute we went into lockdown, we helped people get online with anything from one of these to this. I'm Dave Sharpe from Novum AV, and we've been commissioned by the Christian Resources Exhibition to produce a series of practical videos to help the church get online and get the most from your live streaming. In this series of short videos, we aim to give some tantalisingly tasty tips and hints on all things live streaming. Some of our topics include streams of living water, Zoom, YouTube or Facebook. This is a look with Adam Collins on how to choose which platform is right for your church and the best way to communicate your expression of faith. The next video in the series is titled, Can you zoom in a bit? How many cameras and where should I place them? In a sea of online content, we need our live streams to have engaging images to capture the attention. In this episode, we offer some top tips and hints on how to select and position your cameras to ensure that you can create an engaging online worship. Next in the series, we have You Need to Unmute Yourself. Since the dawn of time, churches have faced audio challenges, and now we have the added complexity of trying to facilitate both online audio and in-house audio at the same time. In this episode, we look at making sure that your live stream audio is fit for purpose. The next video in the series is titled Lights, Camera...
Wait, did you say lighting?
Camera lenses rely on good lighting. Whilst this is often a challenge, this episode offers some practical hints and some things to consider to ensure that you can get the best images onto your live stream. The final episode in this series is titled The Future of Bricks with the Newfound Clicks. In this episode, we have an open conversation and discussion on whether live streaming is really sustainable when we return to our church buildings. And how do we continue to engage and grow our new online congregation. Today we're going to have a quick overview on what's needed for live streaming setups both large and small. There could be some big differences between the systems based on your scale and what you're trying to do, but essentially the principles for live streaming remain the same across all models. Firstly, you need something to capture your video and your audio. Then you need something to shrink this information down so it's small enough to send across the web. And finally, you need a method of sending this information across the web to your audience. In its most simplistic form, a mobile phone is absolutely perfect for this. It has a camera, it's got a microphone, you can connect to YouTube or Facebook, and off you go.
Nothing beats sitting on it, hearing it, tasting it, wearing it, handling it, trying it, comparing it.
The copier produces 1,000 copies for £4. The Riso digital printer produces 1,000 copies for £1.20 at 140 pages per minute.
Discussing it,
The interesting thing about this centre is it's a very difficult breed on a very small site.
buying it, recommending it. I definitely recommend it.
It's always good to have resources, and this is very resourceful, so it's a great place to be.
Nothing beats being here. Buy your tickets online now. creonline.co.uk/tickets.